Jews, especially the scribes and Pharisees, holiness is simple but difficult. It is simple because they believe holiness can be achieved by the mere external observance of the law. However, it is difficult because there are 613 commandments and precepts in the Torah. For an ordinary Jew, it is a great challenge to memorize and observe them all. Jesus rejected this kind of holiness or righteousness exemplified by the scribes and Pharisees. That is why he urged his followers to strive for more profound and meaningful spiritual life. I tell you, unless your righteousness surpasses that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Jesus then mentions 6 commandments from the old law as examples to illustrate his points. The first example that he tells in today's gospel is the commandment, "You shall not kill, and whoever kills will be liable to judgment." Jesus gives a deeper and more meaningful interpretation of this commandment. It is not only the actual killing of another person. Rather, this extends even to anger and abusive language. Whoever is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment, and whoever says to his brother, "Raka," will be answerable to the Sanhedrin, and whoever says, "You fool," will be liable to fiery Gehenna. Some people may find this too harsh. Can the emotion of anger and bad words lead one to eternal damnation? According to Jesus, they do. What Jesus points out here that any grave sin starts from the intention of the heart, then finds expression in words, and culminates in the actual sinful deed. So if one is not careful with his thoughts, emotions, and words, he might be putting himself already in serious spiritual hazard. Jesus also links this to our relationship to God, especially in the manner of our worship activities. He teaches that offering gifts at the altar in the temple is truly praiseworthy, but it becomes vain when one's heart is still full of anger towards others. We cannot separate our relationship with God and with our neighbor. When we come to the presence of God to worship Him, it is necessary that be in the state of grace, having reconciled and made peace with others. As Christians, we are called to become channels of peace and bridges of reconciliation in the human society. This begins in our hearts, in thoughts, in words, and finally in deeds of true charity and kindness towards one another.